Does Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Colombian plans prove that they're grifting again using the Archewell Foundation? Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to the Dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah. Let's jump into this madness, shall we, because Prince Harry and Meg's Colombian plans have been revealed, at least for the first day. So this is from Harper's Bazaar. Apparently they're going to visit schools, lead panels, enjoy performances, and immerse themselves in the Colombian culture during the 4-day visit. So following an invitation from Vice President Francia Márquez, and if I've mispronounced that, I apologise, they're going to tour the nation's capital of Bogotá, as well as the cities of Cartagena and Cali. And again, if I've mispronounced any of those, I apologise. During their time, they're going to meet with local students, teachers, industry leaders. Their agenda will focus on key aspects of ding, 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 ding. Yes, that's right. The Archewell Foundation's priorities and lifelong philanthropic endeavours for Harry and Meghan, including highlighting the military community and female empowerment. Yeah, I think that's a little bit difficult to do when even on their charity tax form it shows that they only give 1 hour a week each for the Archewell Foundation. So, yeah, can they do that all? Just in 1 hour a week each? It's a tall order, isn't it, guys? Now, People magazine, they expand a little bit further on this whole Archewell Foundation situation for Colombia, saying continuing their work through the Archewell Foundation surrounding the digital world and its effect on young people, Prince Harry and Meghan will spend part of their first day in Colombia doing an insight session at a school. They'll also participate in a summit gathering experts, activists and community members working to create more positive online environments. And again, I might be a broken record at this point, but they need to sort out their own back garden, firstly, with the Sussex squad, the sugars, the morons, before they even try and lecture us on online safety and being better and nicer and kinder online, this, that, and the other. They need to sort out their own sycophant fans at this point. Anywho, so we know that they've recently appeared on that CBS Sunday Morning interview where they discussed their new initiative, the Parents Network. Their visit comes ahead of the first World Ministerial Conference on the Elimination of Violence Against Children taking place in Colombia this November. Now, the Vice President of Colombia, she gave a brief overview of what's to come on their tour, an official press conference. So apart from visiting local schools and all that malarkey, they also will get a taste of the arts and true culture of Colombia. They're expected to attend local performances that celebrate Colombian music, theatre and dance in between other official engagements, such as Harry's meeting with the Invictus Games' Team Colombia. And it's going to make their first joint trip to the South American country, the third international trip this year, counting Canada and Nigeria from earlier on. The Vice President expressed her excitement earlier this month, saying that in these vibrant locations, they'll have the exceptional opportunity to engage with leaders, youth and women who embody the aspirations and voices of Colombians committed to progress. So, here, the Vice President overall is turning around and hoping that Meghan and Harry will be able to promote Colombia in a good light, improve the PR for Colombia, and elevate, Colombian voices, Colombian issues, trying to make things better, blah, blah, blah. Well, do you remember when it was announced that Meghan and Harry were going to be visiting Nigeria? What did Brigadier General Takuvasau, and if I've mispronounced that, I apologise, say? Well, he was the acting director of Defence Information in Nigeria, and he said the visit is to consolidate Nigeria's stronghold at the game and the possibility of hosting the event in later years. Well, did that happen? No, that didn't happen. Instead, what happened? Well, Meghan and Harry, for the Nigeria trip, made it all about, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, Meghan and Hazard. Nothing really about the Invictus Games, nothing really about the Archewell Foundation. It was all about Meghan and Hazard. Nigeria got Markled. And Meghan, oh my goodness, because of what she was dressing and how she was dressing, she got criticism all over the joint, including from Nigeria's First Lady herself. And so here, this is one of the dresses that Megxie was in during the Nigerian tour. And if you squint, you can see, yep, she is wearing a dress, even though it's quite flesh-coloured. And so, yeah, even though she spent almost £120,000 on her wardrobe for Nigeria, she got absolutely slammed for dressing inappropriately in this particular country, and also slammed by the First Lady of Nigeria. And so, yeah, during a speech to mark President Bola Tinubu's first year in office, First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and if I mispronounce those names, I apologise, appeared to make a slam at Megxie. So she addressed the crowds and said the following: the message here is we have to salvage our children. We see the way they dress. They keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. We can see what they showcase on the stage. I said, we are fashionable. We see what is going on. We're not having the Met Gala and everyone, the nakedness is just everywhere and the men are well clothed. So we have to do something. Tell them we don't accept nakedness. We don't accept nakedness in our country. Ho, ho, ho. Our culture. That is not beautiful. It's not beautiful at all. And they're all beautiful girls, but they should be confident in who they are. They do not want to mimic and try to emulate film stars from America. They don't know where they come from. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa? This is something we have to take home with. We know who you are, don't lose who you are. Now, Tinubu since then has tried to backtrack, saying that her words were taken out of context and no criticism was aimed at Megxie whatsoever. But, yeah, we don't buy that for a second. So this is the thing, right? You have, at the beginning of the Nigerian tour, right, them turning around and saying, yes, we hope that from the visit with Megxie and Hazard, it's going to help Nigeria in terms of the Invictus Games and maybe host an event in later years. But that didn't happen at all. Instead, Megxie and Hazard turned it into the Megxie and Hazard show, and it was an absolute PR disaster at the highest level. So when you've got here the Vice President of Colombia turning around and saying, look, we hope they engage with leaders, youth, women who embody the aspirations and voices of Colombians committed to progress, that, you know, they get a taste of the arts and true culture of Colombia, that they'll meet with local students, highlight the military community and female empowerment, blah, 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 blah. If the Vice President of Colombia thinks that that's actually going to be what's going to be, that that's actually all going to take place with Hazard and Megxie during the Colombian trip, she's got another thing coming. Especially when we look at the example of Nigeria, where they hoped they would promote, by them being there, the Invictus Games and Nigeria's chance of hosting it in the future. And that didn't really happen at all. It was all about the circus surrounding Hazard and Megxie and them absolutely get pummeled with what they did and what they didn't do during that visit, completely screwing it all up. The same's going to happen here. Hazard and Megxie, the news ain't going to be all about, oh, well, they're promoting Colombia, the arts, the culture, the philanthropic endeavours, the military community, female empowerment, blah, 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 blah. It ain't going to be about that at all. It's going to be, yet again, how much Megxie and Hazard are screwing up on their fake royal tours and being criticised left, right and centre because they don't know how to do it right. They just do not. So, yeah, it looks like Megxie and Hazard's Colombian plans prove that, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, yet again, they are grifting using the Archewell Foundation. Colombia's hoping that they're going to get one thing out of Megxie and Hazard, but It's not going to happen. They're going to get another, and I don't think Colombia's going to like it in the end. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, you do not want to miss my next video, and you do not want to miss the next Royal Clubhouse live tomorrow, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be joined by my good friend Michelle from Royal Daily Tea, so if you do not want to miss that, and you really don't, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button right there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Megxie and Hazard's plans, and if you think they're using Archewell Foundation to grift again, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.